you're going to be dead within the next few years. Now, I don't give a fuck if you're 12 years old watching this. It's gonna be a few years. And I'm also not talking about the, although very possible, AI apocalypse. At least not in this video. What I'm talking about is the fact that you're going to fucking die. Your human existence is limited. Now, I know what you're going to say to me. You're gonna be like, Samuel, I know that. Why the fuck are you telling me that? The question is, do you really know it? Because there is a big difference between intellectually understanding something and actually embodying the knowledge that you have. Now, the conclusion that I've come to after the last more than 9 years of personal growth work with myself and with clients it's been less than 9 years, but the conclusion that I've come to is that you basically have two camps of people in general in personal growth, but also when it comes to the topic of death awareness. And if you fall into one of the two too extremely and you don't balance the two perspectives, it's going to fuck your shit up. So basically, on the one hand, you could say you have the spiritual bitches. I've called them spiritual cucks in other videos, but I'll leave that up to your imagination why that isn't this one. I've explained it in other videos. But on the other side, you could say you have kind of the David Goggins psycho type people, okay? And the exact same thing also applies to the whole topic of death awareness, where there is a masculine side of the polarity, a more feminine side of the polarity, and if you don't combine the positive aspects of the two in harmony, and we're going to get into both the positive and negative sides of both sides of the polarity, if you don't combine them in harmony, it's gonna fuck your shit up. Even with a topic that I'm a big fan of, like death awareness, it can fuck your shit up. Now, let's start with the masculine side, okay? Very manly. male superiority. Anyway, generally speaking, more men than women tend to resonate with me, so let's start with the masculine side. Basically, the positive side of this is that it lights a fucking fire under your ass, okay? You knowing that you're going to die, and I invite you to become fucking aware of it right now. You're dead, bro. You're dying. Like Tyler Durden says, this is your life. It's ending 1 second at a time. Are you actually doing, and this is the real question, are you waking up every fucking day doing something that really lights you up? That is an expression of what you're truly here to do. That is your higher fucking purpose. Or are you just stuck in the grind of the day-to-day life, doing something that you don't really want to do? And I don't give a fuck how successful you are in it. And this is the hilarious thing, because the more successful you are doing something that you don't want to do, the worse it actually is, because your kind of personal hell, or at best what you could say a golden cage that you've built for yourself, it's socially reinforced. And because of that, the likelihood that you're ever going to exit it is very, very low. Now, the question again is, are you actually doing something on a day-to-day basis that really expresses who you are at your core, your deepest fucking excitements? And if it's not, are you on a path towards a reality where you are doing that? And being aware of your own death, the beautiful thing that it does to you is it lights a fire under your ass to actually get on your fucking purpose and start doing what you're here to do, and to not postpone it into the future. Because the most hilarious thing that people always do, and men do this a lot, is when I make this amount of money, when I've achieved this level of success in my business, then I'm gonna make the art that I really want to make. I'm gonna start the business that I really want to start, you know? I'm gonna do what I really want to do, which is fucking retarded. Like, are you delusional, bro? I thought men were more rational. like how delusional are you, bro? You think you're gonna live forever? Like, you're gonna be one of the Kurzweil people and upload yourself to a cloud? Talked about that in one of the last videos. Like, you're gonna stay here with Bill Gates and Ray Kurzweil and Mark Zuckerberg forever, for eternity. Like, when you're in the cloud with Bill and Mark, then you're gonna do what you really want to do. You're gonna go after the goals that you really want to go after. Okay, bro, good fucking luck. So becoming aware of your own death, doing things like even death meditations. You know what? Actually, DM me on Instagram. I have an old death meditation that I did with clients of mine that I haven't done it in some time, but I actually kind of should. But if you want that, DM me on Instagram. I can send it over to you randomly. Okay, it just came to my mind. I still have one. If you want it, I can send it over to you. But doing something like that deeply confronts you with your death, if it's a good death meditation, is going to do what I just said. Okay, it's going to light a fire under your ass to actually get on your fucking purpose and do what it is that you're truly here to do, instead of postponing it into the future over and over and over and over and over again. Now, here's the negative side of it. And I had a client like this once who really sticks out in my memory, who was actually very aware of his own death, but constantly, and this is the negative side of it that you don't want to fall into, and which also leads to the positive side of the feminine polarity, if you will. He constantly used his own death awareness as a fucking stick to beat himself over the head with. Basically, he constantly was like, almost every session, this motherfucker was, and it was actually a social anxiety client initially, but this just came up over and over again. He may be watching it, like, you know I love you, bro, but like, every fucking session, this fucking guy would come to me and be like, I know I'm gonna fucking die. I'm so anxious, I'm not gonna get to my goals. I gotta achieve all this shit I want to achieve. Well, first of all, most of the goals that you do have, if they create a lot of anxiety for you, oftentimes can be inauthentic. That's a deep topic. I've made other videos about it, I believe. I'm definitely going to make a lot more of that, about that in the future, what true authenticity is, truly deeply connecting to who you really are, what your deeper purpose is, what your deeper goals that emerge from that, from your true nature really are, and going after them. Because if you come from that place, you're actually less likely to have that kind of pattern where you're just kind of anxiously whipping yourself towards a goal. You also have it integrated with being present to the moment, with being happy right now. But anyway, this is the thing, right? This is where it turns toxic, because you want to know what a good way to waste your fucking life is? To constantly make yourself unhappy in the present, whipping yourself towards some imagined better future, even if it's your purpose, right? Even if it's something that you're truly meant to do, this is where it turns toxic. Because you're denying the life and the beauty, the trees, the sunsets, the birds. I know this sounds gay as fuck, but hang in there. Stick with me. Humor me for a second. The beauty of life that is unfolding right in front of you. And to be honest, what I believe you're doing, if you're not acknowledging that, it's kind of like you're spitting in God's face. Now, on the other side of the polarity, if you're just fucking sitting there and all you're doing is looking at trees and sunsets and you're ignoring your higher calling, you're ignoring your purpose, you're ignoring any higher sense of goals or a life purpose that you could dedicate yourself to, that is also spitting in God's face, especially as a man. But another way to do that is to ignore the beauty that is right in front of you. And you will throw your fucking life away while you yourself are thinking that you're driving yourself towards your goals and being on your purpose. What you're really doing, and thus not wasting your life, what you're actually doing is still wasting your life, wasting the beautiful gift that you've been given. Now, that is the toxic side of the masculine polarity and the positive side. We went into both. Now, on the feminine side, and this, we've already kind of gotten into this, and this is also what you want to balance out, is what I just fucking talked about. Okay? Deep appreciation for the beauty that is unfolding you in front of you right now. Imagine you were about to die after watching this video. Or let's say you're going to it's like, great way to, I caught a body with a video. That would be fucking awesome. If somebody dies after watching one of my videos, that's pretty fucking, it's kind of cool. I'd want to know that. Anyway, like, heart attack after my video. Where was I? But okay, imagine you're dying tomorrow. Okay, let's take that as an example. How would you treat every fucking breath that you're taking? How would you treat the sunset that is going to happen today? Would you worry about what people are going to think of you? And this is the other side, by the way, that death can really And there's more to it than just being aware of your own death. That's a deep topic. But getting rid of the different insecurities and the fears that are holding you back from doing what you truly want to do. Because I don't give a fuck what it is. What will my parents think? Oh no, what will my friends think? What if I look weird? What if I fail? It's like, bro, you're delusional. It doesn't matter. It all doesn't exist. It only exists in your fucking head. You're gonna die. They're gonna die. We're all gonna die. It's all fucking retarded. It's all stupid. None of this shit even exists. Just do what you truly fucking feel called to do. And if there is an afterlife, which I personally believe there is, what really mattered was that you went beyond caring what people fucking thought about you and did what you were truly here to do. And because of that, got the alchemy of your soul and the transformation of your soul that your soul probably came here to have. But anyway, that's also another topic. Now, back to the feminine side. How would you treat this day if it was your fucking last? Now, really the question here, and this is the beautiful thing, and kind of the tough thing as well, because again, if you only get one side of the polarity, you're missing the fucking point. How can you integrate both of them? Now, a great question is, how can you appreciate the life in front of you and get all of the fucking goals that you want to get to while being on your true purpose? Hilariously, even me searching for shooting locations in the forest is kind of a funny example for it, because I've been going into the forest for the last 3 years or so, a little bit more. And if you're in the forest without a goal, it's very fucking easy to be present, okay? Like, you just look at the trees, you listen to the wind, you listen to the birds, you see the sunlight breaking in the leaves. It's fucking beautiful. It's amazing. It's very, very easy to be present. Now, if you have a goal in mind, if I'm searching for a fucking shooting location, I want to have a great fucking shooting location, okay? I want to make a good video. I want to make the best thing I fucking can make. I want a great shooting location. Now, if I get into my fucking head too much, not only am I most likely going to miss the opportunities for a great shooting location, and the video is going to fucking suck because my state sucks, I'm also, again, missing the beauty of life that is right in front of me. So what you want to do is really find a beautiful balance between the two, where you don't deny the fact that you're going to die. On the one hand, postponing getting on your purpose, caring about what other people think of you. And there is more to that in the sense that there can be traumatic blockages that are blocking you emotionally in terms of you caring what people think about you. That is triggering you. That is causing you anxiety. That's more of a deeper process that I'm going to make other videos about. I've also talked about in other videos, but I'm going to make a lot more about that. Releasing that, getting rid of the fucking blockages, that is big, obviously, but becoming aware of your own death can already really be a big thing for you there, okay? And getting rid of that, because it relativizes everything. You're gonna die, they're gonna die. Either nothing is going to matter, or the only thing that does matter is that you didn't fucking care and went on your purpose, okay? And then on the other hand, of course, you want to beautifully combine that with being aware that all you ever have is the life in front of you, in a way. And not whipping yourself towards an imagined better future, which, by the way, will never come, because when you get there and you've conditioned yourself over years, if you're really bad, you've done it for decades, of saying, I'll be happy when I get my goal, I'll be happy when I achieve this, then, finally, magically I'm going to be happy. No, what's going to happen is you're going to be in the exact same mode that you've trained yourself to be in the entire way of getting there. Eckhart Tolle has a great way of saying this. It's like, or even like a lot of the manifestation gurus, as much as I hate, I don't hate them. I actually like a lot of them. Personally, my favorite is Fred Dodson, who hilariously is the weirdest, but what they're really right about is that the destination that you get to, the goal, is always going to be colored by the state of consciousness that you were in while you were going for achieving it. So you want to make sure that you're in a beautiful state right now while having the fucking urgency and the fire under your ass to not postpone, to not give a fuck what people think about you, but to do what is truly right for your soul, while also enjoying the life in every moment that is right in front of you. Not doing either of them is kind of spitting in God's face, in my view at least. And combining them both in harmony is going to lead to you, I believe, really having a beautiful life experience. So, if you have any questions about this, feel free to, you can even DM me on Instagram. I'm not that active in my Instagram DMs, but feel free to put them in the comments. I'll definitely respond if you're serious, if it's a good fucking question. If you're still here, probably you're serious, okay? You probably wouldn't have watched a more long-form video if you weren't serious. But I hope this helped you. I hope you can embody the two polarities. And I'll see you in the next one.